Anin, Bojo, Mijikayan Dodam, Shkudenigan, Wawaskonen, Indigenous, Shwanagan Dunjaba, Nishinabe Kwe, Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Dao. I bring greetings in the language of my ancestors, and I've lit the medicines for today. I've been asked to offer a bit of a recognition and or acknowledgement for National Indigenous Peoples Day today. The greeting I offered you essentially means my spirit recognizes your spirit. I carry the spirit name, head or leader of the fire flower. In English, most people call me traditional grandmother Kim Wheatley, and I come from a small community known as Shawanaga First Nations. I am part of the Great Anishinaabe Nation, but the nation I actually identify with is Ojibwe and Potawatomi. And, in the work that I've done in the 3 decades that I've been offering public engagement experiences is to help people navigate our world. And so, one of the very first things we do is we take care of you. This is a cyber smudge for you. It takes care of your body, your mind, and your spirit in a good way. It's one of our 4 sacred medicines, sage, burning in this beautiful little sage bowl. And of course, I'm holding my eagle feather to help me speak the truth and nothing but. As we celebrate the 25th anniversary of National Indigenous Peoples Day, this is a time for Canadians to pause and reflect on the contributions and all of the many ways and things that we have done to elevate what you call Canadian society. Use many of our language words without even recognizing it. And we have been here pre Confederation. We've been here for time immemorial, literally thousands of years. And in that time that we have been here, we have developed a very intimate relationship to the world around us. And we take time to honor and recognize the sacredness of those relationships. So we think about the sands, the soils, the clays, the gravels, the rocks, the stone beings, and all of the mountains. This is the first order of creation, the mineral world in Western scientific terms, and the one that holds, the teaching about resilience. It holds our Earth Mother together. They're so old, we call them grandmothers and grandfathers. And on a daily basis, we remember that they're the ones who open their arms to receive the bodies of our loved ones. And they're the ones, that continue to hold us up on a daily basis. So we bring our hearts and minds together and we give them greetings and thanks. Mi gwech mishomas minwan nokomis. Shomasug nokomisug. That's how we say thank you. And then we bring our hearts and minds together and we recognize the second order of creation. We're talking about the grasses, the shrubs, the trees, the bushes, the hardwoods, the softwoods, the berries, the evergreens, the hanging fruits, and all of the medicines. This plant world, this plant kingdom sacrifices on a daily basis for our well-being, takes care of our bellies when we're hungry, heals our bodies when we're not feeling well, provides protection from the elements with different types of housing, and of course, endless beauty for our senses. So when we think about them and we think about the relationship we have with them on a daily basis, we should be giving them greetings and thanks. So miigwech to each and every one of them for honoring their original instructions. And then we bring our hearts and minds together and we recognize all of the elder brothers and sisters who continue to guide us and take care of us and teach us. We're talking about the swimmers, the crawlers, the flyers, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, those that live up in the sky world and those that live beneath the earth, these beautiful beings. They teach us about how to be in right relationship with the earth. They are the ones that ensure, we know how to raise our families and that we don't take more than we need, and that we honor and give thanks for the sacrifices of those that continue to give up their life for our well-being. They give us many teachings, and so on a daily basis, especially on this day, we want to give them greetings and thanks. Fourth order of creation, humanity, in all the shapes, sizes, colors, faith-based practices, and identities that make us unique to who we are. I give you greetings and thanks. I acknowledge you. We are all family as human beings. Of course, acknowledging the earth, the air, the winds, the waters. Water is life is important as well. On National Indigenous Peoples Day, prayers similar to this will be spoken all across the country from the moment the sun rises until it sets, and then that night sun rises, known as the moon, and she sets. It is the longest day of the year. It is solstice. It is the time of year when we come together in our great diversity and in our sovereign status to remember our ancestors and to honor our descendants and to be present right now in recognition and celebration of who we are. I hope you can join us in that practice. Get to know who we are. Get to know how to say our names. Get to know whose land you are on. You know, in 1995, discussions started happening with Elijah Harper and the Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples report and the National Indian Brotherhood. They were saying, it's time to have a National Day of Recognition. We're still here. We will always be here. And this is still our home. All of Canada belongs to Indigenous people. And if you identify as a Canadian, you are a treaty partner as well. So get to know whose treaty and traditional territories you reside on, you live on, you work on, you play on. Think about that. Treaty partnership means there are two hands to connect together in the middle there. There's some recognition required. So I challenge you to get to know that. This is our day. We speak the names of those who've gone on before us. We conduct the ceremonies that have been handed down for time immemorial. We sing the songs of celebration and honor and respect that we've always sung. We speak our original languages. We wear our best clothing. I know some of you might know it as costumes, but it's not a costume. It's regalia. Costume is something that people do to pretend to be something else. We know who we are, and we want you to know who we are. So when we wear our best outfits, like you wear your fancy suit and dresses, we wear our regalia. If we were able to gather in person, maybe you'd come to a powwow or a ceremonial celebration of some sort. They're happening all across the country, whether you get to see them or not. There'll be some virtual representations that you can join in on. Please do so. Get to know who we are. Welcome us into your hearts. And help us celebrate this day, this very important day of recognition. Happy National Indigenous Peoples Day, everybody. It's been an honor as Grandmother Kim Wheatley to sit with you today and just help guide you through a bit of why this is important and how you can join us. Be well, be safe, and I look forward to being able to perhaps meet in person one day. Wamampi, till I see you again.